everyone, and welcome to another video. So today we are having a small problem with the oven door. So I was down here the other day, I was making and baking a savory cheese souffle, and I tried to open the door, and you can see right now, there's something wrong with the hinge in the sense that it doesn't shut the door and hold it tightly against the oven. Normally, right, when you bring your oven door up and you get it pretty close to closing, right, the hinge should have a spring action and push itself against the oven and create a nice tight seal. You can kind of see right here, look at this. It just kind of, it falls down, right? It will sort of stay, but really there's something wrong with the hinge. So what we're gonna have to do is start disassembling this. Let's get a hinge out and we'll take a look and see if we can diagnose what the problem is. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is remove the door from the oven. So there's a couple ways to do this depending on the model of oven you've got. I've seen some ovens where you open it up and there's a little tab here that you're going to have to flip open in order to release the latch. On this particular model, it's actually kind of easy to get to it. So what I like to do is pick the door up maybe a little bit, maybe like a 45-degree angle, and then literally we're just going to lift it out. So when you lift out, there we go. Well, this side came off really easy. You can see that tab flipped open and it's basically released. Now, on this side, sometimes this one's a little bit more sticky, but all you're gonna have to do is grab yourself a screwdriver and flip this. There you go. You see it's kind of flipping open. And sometimes this takes a little bit of effort, so I would recommend putting on some gloves. But if eventually you should be able to push this and get this to open. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Right? Perfect. So now it's flipped open. So both of these latches have been turned open. Now what I like to do on this model is raise it up to about a 45-degree opening and then just slide it out. Okay, and then, all right. Okay, there we go. Took a little bit of effort, but there it comes. And now you can see why I like to have this thing open at a 45-degree angle. You can see that this hinge, after you flip this lever, it comes up to about a 45-degree. And you can kind of see how this thing operates, right? There's like a spring mechanism that is basically pulling this. So in this position, it's naturally going to want to rest at a 45. Now, I think we can see what the problem is. If you look on the other hinge, look at this, feel this. There's absolutely no spring action whatsoever. So either the spring broke or there's something wrong with this hinge. So this hinge is what the whole problem is with this oven. So let's take some next steps and see if we can get this hinge removed and out of the oven so we can take a look at it. Okay, so we're gonna have to take this little decorative metal facing off because it's blocking two of the screws. So to take this facing off, it's really pretty simple. It looks like there's just two screws, one on either side, and we're just going to remove those, and then we will get this facing off. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, all right, let's clean this and then we'll get going. All right, so now that we've got these two screws clear, all we need to do is just basically remove this. Okay, so there's one, and then two. Okay, and now this hinge should basically come right out. So I'm gonna have to finagle this a little bit. There we go. Yep, here it is. And you can see what's missing the spring. So we're gonna have to fish that out. Okay, so let me see if we can just fish this thing. Aha, there it is. Yep, okay, aha. So here we can clearly see what the problem is. Look, this spring has just busted completely. So that's what the issue is. So it's not that this hinge is necessarily bad, it's just this spring completely failed. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna go find a new part and wait for it to come in. Okay, so the replacement spring came in, but the only problem is it's not quite the right length. They shipped it, I mean, you can see this is pretty close to the actual spring, but they shipped it with this little like extension, you see? So this thing, it's just way too long. So by the time you try to hook this thing up to the actual system, it basically, yeah, I mean, it's just too long because you can kind of see right here, yeah, it won't even hold it up in the full up position. Yeah, I mean, it's just sitting here. It's floppy, it's loose. I mean, you pull this thing down a little bit, it's got a little bit of tension, but not a lot. Long story short, this spring is too long. So I'm gonna see if I can just actually just modify it. I guess the easy thing would be to just return this and buy another one, but I mean, it's pretty darn close. So I think I'm just gonna try chopping this off and just seeing if I can bend this a little bit to shorten it up by a few inches. So give me a second to do that and we'll be back in just a sec. All right, so I think I got that spring cut down. Now, surprisingly, I actually had to remove quite a few of the sections of this spring just to get it to have the right feel of tension. So I think this steel is, I don't know, maybe this is the spring constant on this is maybe a lot lower than the original spring constant. But anyway, it feels okay. And again, I'm not really advocating of modifying springs like this because I was just cutting it off with a Dremel cutoff disc. But the only reason I feel okay about this is because, as you saw, this whole hinge, this spring is inside the oven. It's completely enclosed. So even if this thing fails and snaps or loosens, it's just gonna break inside the oven, so it's got no chance of hurting anything. So that's the only reason I'm making this little DIY modification. But anyway, this seems pretty good. Why don't we go ahead and see if we can get this thing back installed in the oven? Okay, so to get the hinge back in there, one thing you want to do is make sure that it's in the halfway open position. So just kind of watch your fingers, and it's possible that the hinge is in the shut position. So to open it, it's actually really simple. You just make sure that this tab here is ready to open, and then you pull it open just one click, and then a second click like that. And now it's locked in this 45-degree angle, so now we just need to thread this back into the opening. And again, I should have mentioned this earlier, but make sure that you're wearing safety glasses because now you've got this extended spring, and I was always taught to be very careful around springs or bungee cords or rubber bands, and make sure you've got eye protection. That's pretty much it. So now we're just going to need to put the screws back in these two holes, and I think we should be back in business. All right, so we've got that decorative metal piece back on, and now this is pretty much it. I've got both of the hinges open to the same location, and yeah, you can kind of see now we've got some spring action on both of the doors. So again, it's pretty easy now. As long as these things are open at the same angle, I think it's just take the oven door, and we're just gonna try to slide it back on to both of these. Okay, and we're gonna get it part way on. Then we're gonna lower the oven door, okay? And then, oh yeah, see, and these slide down by themselves. So the latches automatically retract. So now, I think it's pretty much just shove this guy in to get them in. This might take a little finagling. Okay, so actually to help this, I think if we just shut the lid, there we go. See, it just kind of shut by itself, perfect. Okay, so now, yep, those latches are now gone out of the way. You can kind of see they're all the way retracted. So now the door should just shut completely, and hey, check it out, there you go. And now, yep, you can see it's got some now positive action. So it doesn't fall down anymore. So it looks like you can still crack the door a little bit, or it will just close itself. Okay, there you have it, pretty easy. It looks like the problem here was just a broken spring, so we just replaced that, and I think we're back in business. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye.